Evans tries an O-level, Part 2. Before getting into the story, we shall see the purpose of today's lesson. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to describe the incidents that happened inside the prison cell till the completion of the examination. List down the 2 phone calls that the governor received in quick succession, and describe the negligence on the part of the prison staff that helped Evans to escape from the prison cell. Evans tries an O-level, Part 2. In Part 1 of this story, we have seen the character of Evans, and arrangements made inside Evans' cell, for smooth conduct of the O-level German examination. Even after confirming the safety level of Evans behind bars, Governor decided it wouldn't be any trouble at all to have the receiver turned on for the next couple of hours or so. Governor still has a nagging doubt. Might Evans try to take advantage of McCleary? Get him to smuggle in a chisel or 2, or a rope ladder? Governor also has a thought that anything McCleary brings might help Evans to hold him as hostage. So, Governor reached Jackson over the phone, and asked him to instruct to check McCleary. At the same time, that is, 9:12 a.m., the examinee and the invigilator with Stevens were inside the cell, and were about to start the exam.
Can you come outside for a minute, sir? You too, Stevens?
Jackson quickly explained the governor's worries, and McCleary patiently held out his arms, at shoulder level.
Something hard here, sir.
Ma reading glasses.
Do you mind telling me where you brought this, sir? Are you thinking of going for a swim, sir?
If you must know, I suffer from hemorrhoids, and when I'm sitting down for a lengthy duration.
Very sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. I think I'd better keep this, though, if you don't mind, that is, sir.
You've got a watch.
Yes, sir.
I'll be telling you when to start, and then, when you have 5 minutes left. Oh, right. There's plenty more on this writing paper should you need it. Now, write the name of the paper, 0211, in the top left-hand corner. In the top right-hand corner, write your index number 313, and in the box just below that, write your center number 271. All right.
McCleary announced that the examination had finally begun. Now the time is 9:25 a.m., and there was a great calm. At 9:40 a.m., the examinations board rang through, and the assistant secretary with special responsibility for modern languages was asked to speak to the governor.
The examination had already started, no doubt? A quarter of an hour ago.
Yes, well, there was a correction slip, which some fool had forgotten to place in the examination package. Very brief. Could the governor please?
Yes, of course. I'll put you straight through to Mr. Jackson in D-Wing. Hold the line for a minute.
Was this the sort of thing the governor had feared? Was the phone call a fake? Some signal? Some secret message? Governor decided to check immediately.
Will you please stop writing a wee while, Mr. Evans, and listen carefully? Candidates offering German 021-1 should note the following correction. On page 3, line 15, the fourth word should read, Goldenen, not, Goldene, and the whole phrase will therefore read, Zum Goldenen Lohen, not Zum Goldenen Lohen.
The governor again got a call from the magistrate's court, and asking for a prison van, and a couple of prison officers for a remand case. This call made Governor wonder whether it could be a hoax. He told himself not to be so silly. For the first quarter of an hour, Stevens had dutifully peered through the peephole at intervals of 1 minute or so, and after that, every 2 minutes. It's time for an important question. Every time he looked through the peephole. Every time he looked, he saw the same thing. Evans, his pen between his lips, sat staring straight in front of him. And opposite to him, McCleary, seated slightly askew from the table. At 10:50 a.m., the receiver crackled to life, and the governor realized he'd almost forgotten Evans for a few minutes.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Would you mind if I put a blanket around my shoulders, sir? It's a bit parky in here, isn't it? There's one on me bunk here, sir.
Be quick about it.
At 10:51 a.m., Stevens was more than a little surprised to see a grey regulation blanket draped round Evans's shoulders, and he frowned slightly and looked at the examinee more closely. But Evans, the pen still between his teeth, was staring just as vacantly as before. Isn't it fishy? Should Stevens report the slight irregularity? Anything at all fishy, hadn't Jackson said?
Was he planning a sudden Batman leap to suffocate McCleary in the blanket? Don't be daft. There was never any sun on this side of the prison. No heating, either, during the summer months, and it could get quite chilly in some of the cells.
Stevens decided to revert to his earlier every-minute observation. At 11:20 a.m., the receiver once more crackled across the silence of the governor's office, and McCleary informed Evans that only 5 minutes remained. The examination was almost over now, but something still gnawed away quietly in the governor's mind. He reached for the phone once more.
Stevens, the governor wanted to speak with you. Hurry, man.
Stevens picked up the phone apprehensively and listened to the rapidly spoken orders. The orders are Stevens himself was to accompany McCleary to the main prison gates, and Stevens personally was to make sure that the door was locked on Evans after McCleary had left the cell. At 11:25 a.m., the governor heard the final exchanges.
Stop writing, please. Put your sheets in order and see that they're correctly numbered.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, was it?
Not too bad.
Good, Mr. Stevens.
How did he get on, do you think? Stevens didn't notice the changes in McCleary. He just felt pleased that the governor had asked him, and not Jackson, to see McCleary off the premises. Before moving to the canteen, Stevens wanted to take just one last look at Evans. Oh, no. Christ, no. There, sprawled back in Evans's chair was a man, a grey regulation blanket slipping from his shoulders, the front of his closely cropped, irregularly tufted hair, awash with fierce red blood, which had dripped already through the small beard.
Jackson.
Jackson dispatched Stevens to ring the police and the ambulance.
Don't worry about the ambulance, man. I'm right. Get the police. I know where he is. Get the governor. I know where Evans is.
We must get you to the hospital immediately.
You've called the police? Yes, they're on their way. I'm alright. Look here. It's there. Did you see what I meant? You see what they've done, Governor. You see.
It was a photocopied sheet, which had been carefully and cleverly superimposed over the last page of the question paper. It contained something written in German. McCleary translated the first few sentences, written in German.
You must follow the plan already something it. The vital point in time is 3 minutes before the end of the examination, but something. Don't hit him too hard, remember, he's a minister. And don't overdo the Scots accent.
Governor, what the hell's happening, sir? Christ, who hit him?
Fieldway. Officer. I know where Evans is.
What?
Take him with you, if you think he'll be all right.
He is the only one who seems to know what's happening.
Ellsfield Way. From Ellsfield Way, drive to the Headington roundabout, where?
Yes, of course. The examinations board was in Ellsfield Way, and someone from the board must have been involved in the escape plan from the very beginning. The question paper itself, the correction slip.
It's time for an important question. Conclusion. Even after so much protection and precautionary measures, Evans the Brake, as he is famously called, finally escaped. Will Governor be able to catch him? Let's catch up in part 3 to know how things end up. Before winding up, let's see the meaning of some hard words we have come across today. Unwittingly means unintentionally, jackknife means a small knife, hostage means hold somebody, breathing down my neck means remain very near, staccato bleeps means intermittent beeps, wee while means for some time, remand means to take person into custody, hoax means trick, parka means cold and chilly, draped means wrapped, frowned means worried, annoyed, fishy means suspicious, leap means jump, daft means mad, distinguished himself means did well, felt pleased means felt happy, sprawled means lying, closely cropped means cut short, fierce means frightful, vital means main, important and overdue means exaggerate. Summary. In this lesson, you have learnt about the incidents that happened inside the prison cell till the completion of the examination, the calls that the governor received in quick succession, and negligence on the part of the prison staff that helped Evans to escape from the prison.